This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck or just to get the latest booster packs in town, they literally have everything, even the Fusion Strike stuff. So be sure to head over to the website PotownStore.com and use that coupon code ZapDoesTCG for 5% off. Also, head over to cardsmarket.com if you're a European player. This website is fantastic. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and I personally use it every single day to get rid of cards that I don't need to buy new ones. Use the referral name ZapDoesTCG and you're helping out the channel tremendously. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com. This website is fantastic when you create your own unique custom playmat. They ship worldwide, and of course right now you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So start creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. So thanks for sticking with the commercials. Let's get this video on the roll. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't ever miss a single upload. Today we're going to be talking about the one, the only Raichu. Raichu V from Brilliant Stars is very similar to Blacephalon GX in that sense is that your damage output can be endless. You have the Dynamic Spark, its second attack, slapping 60 damage for every lightning energy on your field that you're willing to discard. With the help of none other than Flaaffy, you're going to be able to accelerate the energies back to the discard from the discard pile to your bench Pokemon, so you're going to have an endless loop of the Dynamic Spark, and Dynamic Spark is able to one-hit KO anything in the game in combination with Choice Helmet. So if you guys are hyped for the Raichu V, yeah, you definitely should be, because it's actually quite a good archetype. So let's just start this deck profile off. As mentioned, we are doing the deck profile series on Brilliant Stars deck lists that are new. We also talked about the Charizard V-Star and last video, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. So as mentioned, Raichu V is the main star of the show here. It also has the first attack Fast Charge. If you go first, you can use this attack on your first turn as well, and you're going to be able to search your deck for a lightning energy and attach it to this Pokemon. So yeah, it's also going to be very interesting because you can get an additional energy into play. We're also not going to be running speed lightning energies just because of the fact that, yeah, you're actually not going to be able to reaccelerate them from the discard pile. So instead, we're going to be running, yeah, 9 copies of the basic lightning energies on top of double turbo energy. And you might wonder why we're running double turbo energy. We're going to be getting to that very shortly. But yeah, this is the card you should be familiar with, Dynamic Spark Raichu. So 3 copies of that, the main attacker of the deck, to be honest. Moving forward, we're going to be running a 2-2 line of Arceus, and in testing, this has been proven very strong because of the VSTAR Power. VSTAR Pokemon are new, yeah, as a new mechanic in the Pokemon TCG introduced with Brilliant Stars. They are 2-prize Pokemon with an amazing VSTAR Power. Either it's an ability or an attack. This time around, the Star Burst allows you to search your deck for any 2 cards. If you can get this out on the second turn, you can get crazy consistency by your side, getting a research, getting a Flaaffy, getting a choice helmet, a choice belt, getting something else. You can get whatever you want with that ability, which is super strong. And also, the card is in here just for the Trinity charge. Search your deck for 3 basic energies and attach them to your Pokemon V in any way that you like. So if you can get this off on the first turn, going second, you're going to be able to, of course, you can do that with double turbo energy, by the way. You're going to be able to get a lot of energies into play and then finish stuff off with the Raichu right there. There's also the Trinity Nova, being able to slap 200 damage to your opponent's Pokemon and accelerating energies as well. So Arceus V-Star by itself is already strong as it is, but now we can get additional boost with the Raichu V having endless damage output with Dynamic Spark. One of the most powerful concepts to get energies back, definitely lightning energies, is of course Flaaffy with the Dynamotor. As we've seen before with Blacephalon GX and Naganadel, this concept works. Getting back your energies time and time again from the discard pile allows you to be very, very strong. Raichu is going to be able to one-hit KO anything in the game with 5 energies on your field. If you have Choice Helmet, which is insane, you're going to be able to one-hit KO VMAXs easier than ever before. And we're going to be getting the energies back with good old classic Flaaffy. We have, of course, a lot of switch outs, and you can only accelerate to the bench, and you could also accelerate to Arceus V-Star. Cards that I'm thinking about adding in here is Double V, which can be a very nice revenge attacker. Another card I'm thinking about is the Zekrom, which allows you to automatically paralyze, but we're gonna have some interesting tech cards by our side. But Flaaffy is gonna be able to power up anything in your deck, which is super nice. We're still running the 70 HP Mareeps because I don't know how solid Inteleon with quick shooting from Chilling Rain will still be with Brilliant Stars. I just want to, yeah, keep our Mareeps safe, easy as possible, so you just don't get like KO'd here with quick shooting and stuff. So 70 HP Mareeps, it doesn't even matter because all the way we can switch out with his switches, air balloon, escape rope, all that good stuff. And on top of that, we finally have a way to protect our bench Pokemon in the form of Manaphy. This will allow the Flaaffies to stay alive, even if you're up against like, let's say you're up against Jolteon or something, you can protect your Flaaffies finally. So the Manaphy is going to protect your sheep. Then there's of course 2 tech cards that I included in here. Raikou is nice to have a vanilla damage output with the Lightning Rondo, not being able to discard your energies, which is super nice. And then there's the Vikavolt, allowing you to of course have Paralyzing Bolt by your side, and Paralyzing Bolt will be super useful to put the opponent in an item lock. Certain decks cannot handle item lock, and that's going to be very fantastic for you. And also 190 is also not too bad for 3 energy. So these Pokemon are also included in this list. Moving forward, 1 copy of Crobat V, 1 copy of Lumineon V. This seems to be like a staple right now. Lumineon can search out any supporter you want, whether it's the Bossasaurus for game, whether you get Marnied into a Quick Ball or Ultra Ball to find yourself more supporters with the Lumineon, and Crobat can just draw your 6 cards. The problem is sometimes they can get shut off with Path to the Peak, but we have a Stadium of Choice which can yeah, comprehend that effect. So yeah, these are the Pokemon lines in here. So a very, very nice deck for sure. Moving forward, we're going to be talking about the supporters again. I'm here with the same story over and over again. 4 copies of Research. Why are we running so many Research in all these decks? Well, before Charizard V-Star, we had the Magma Basin, which needed fire energies in the discard pile. Flaaffy wants energies in the discard pile as well. So yeah, 4 Research again. So it's the best supporter in the game. Getting, of course, a fresh hand. Discard your hand, draw, of course, 7 fresh cards. There's 3 copies of Marnie in here on top of that, because this actually requires you to have a little bit of a setup. So in that situation, you can Marnie and maybe find some more Mareep. You can Research, find some more Mareep. So more draw supporters than in other decks, because you don't want to overflood your bench with Lumineon and Crobat at the same time. So in this situation, you just want to have Mareep, 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 all the Mareeps out there. And maybe adding in a copy of Rescue Carrier is not a bad idea in here. But for now, I don't have it quite yet, but it could be an interesting take. And also the Zapdos, which snipes 160, could also be a nice inclusion in here. Then to round off the supporters, 3 copies of Boss's Orders. There we freaking go. Okay, now we're going to be talking about the item cards. Here we freaking go. 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is back in the format, and it's stronger than ever before, because the side effect, of course, discarding 2 cards is not that bad in this deck. You're going to be able to, of course, get your Lightning Energies in the discard pile, open up your hand for Crobat V plays, and find any card you want. Whether you want the Arceus V-Star, whether you want the Flaaffy, you can find whatever you want with Ultra Ball. On top of that, there's going to be 4 copies of Quick Ball. Still a nice way to get, of course, stuff in the discard pile, but also allows you to fetch Mareep and any other basic Pokemon from your deck. On top of that, we have 2 copies of Level Ball. Just because we are still, of course, having a Flaaffy, which is searchable with Level Ball, Mareep is searchable with Level Ball, as well as the Manaphy here. So I'm a nice fan of 2 copies of Level Ball in here. Then for some switch outs, you definitely need switch outs, because you can only accelerate energies to your bench Pokemon, so you want to have ways out. We have 2 basic copies of Switch on top of 1 copy of the Escape Rope. I love the fact when you're playing Escape Rope that the opponent doesn't even know who they are going to be promoting, because they need to select a Pokemon from their bench first to the active slot, and then you can counteract and play with that. So I really love that fact. Also, it can Escape Rope and the opponent gives you a Subtle, then you can Vikavolt, Paralyzing Bolt. There's a lot of great things with Escape Rope. And then 2 copies of Air Balloon to finish this off. Then for extra damage output, because you might think, oh, Raichu needs 6 energies just like Alcremie VMAX to just get its crazy attack off. Well, now we have Choice Helmet reducing that fact to 5. That means if you discard 5 cards in play with the Dynamic Spark, you're slapping 300. With Choice Belt, 330. Enough to one-hit KO most, if not all VMAXs except for Eternus VMAX in play, which is super nice. Also can help out with different numbers. Let's say you are willing to discard only 3 energies from the Raichu, you're going to be able to slap 180 with the Choice Belt. Adding up to 210 is also a great idea to KO certain Pokemon Vs that still need to evolve. Then 2 copies of Stormy Mountains. I wish I could play more copies of this. Not only are you able to get rid of Path to the Peak, which reactivates the Arceus VSTAR Power, but also we are going to be getting, of course, Crobat V ability back and Lumineon V ability back. But I decided to just play 2 copies because we are having so many Ball Engine cards in here to search out our Mareeps, and you don't always need your abilities. They are in here, it's nice to just bump a stadium, but it's not always mandatory. Then 2 copies of the double turbo energy to of course get this onto your Arceus VSTAR, but it could also be a nice way to retreat. I have used in this deck the double turbo energy countless of times to just put it onto a Flaaffy and retreat with it, so don't be afraid to use it as an additional retreat option, because Flaaffy can accelerate the lightning energies from the discard pile, but the double turbo energy is also super solid for the Arceus VSTAR, which is able to slap 200 damage and accelerate 3 energies. If you're able to KO something with Arceus VSTAR and get so many energies into play on different amounts of Raichu Vs, you're going to be threatening one-hit KO the following turn, which is always super awesome. Then to round off the energies, we will be running 9 copies of the lightning energy. So just like with the Charizard deck, it's 9 energies is going to be doing the trick. You're going to be lasting throughout the game quite nicely, just because of the fact you will have access to them with the Flaaffy, reaccelerating in them time and time again with Dynamotor. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Raichu V deck. How do you think will how does Raichu V will impact the meta? If you guys are enjoying the deck profiles that I'm putting out every single day, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. We have started our exploration on Brilliant Stars decks, and this is definitely a very strong deck in my opinion. You're patching up your weakness against, of course, bench sniping with Manaphy. You have one-hit KO potential with Raichu V, and Arceus VSTAR has proven itself in countless of decks that it's very, very strong. Oh yeah, that's it for this video. Be sure to check out our sponsors, PokemonStore.com, the best place for TCGO code cards. You're going to be able to, of course, get 5% off using the sweet coupon code ZapdosTCG. So be sure to utilize that. You're going to be able to get Brilliant Stars codes very shortly on the website. Be sure to, of course, refresh the website 1 week before release. But for now, get yourself some sweet-looking Fusion Strike codes while they're fresh. Also, you should check out cardmarket.com, the best platform for European players to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapdosTCG on that website. Last but not least, EuroplayMat.com gets 10% off your order right now by clicking the link down below. And with EuroplayMat.com, you're going to be able to create your own unique custom playmat. How awesome is that? They ship worldwide, so start uploading your favorite design or wallpaper and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness, daily uploads. Remember, I'm out. Peace.